Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Thank you very much, Royce Jones. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. I'm your host, Josh Taylor. Good to talk to you on a Monday night, and quite a bit to discuss this evening. And thanks for joining us, whether it's on Pittsburgh CW or listening along on 93.7 The Fan. We appreciate you joining us on the day after Christmas, and quite a bit to discuss today. Of course, we have some bowl news for Pitt, some NFL draft news for Penn State. But let's start with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Of course, there is a little bit more of a wrinkle to this story that the Steelers have going on right now. 7-8 is their current record. They need to win their last two games to make the playoffs, but they also need some help. Partially, one of the things they needed to happen was the LA Chargers to lose their last three games, or the remaining two games of the Miami Dolphins. They needed both of those games to be lost as well. Well, here's the difference. Here's the wrinkle in it all. Dolphins just announced today Tua Tagovailoa is in concussion protocol for the third time this season after they just lost against Green Bay this past week. So all of this becomes a lot more interesting as far as this is concerned. This is, once again, the third time Tua Tagovailoa has been in concussion protocol this season, and it becomes a much more dangerous situation for the Dolphins. If they don't have him for their final two games, those games now become in jeopardy. And, by the way, Steelers in Baltimore Sunday night, then they finish up at home against Cleveland. Now the path to the playoffs becomes a lot clearer. And we've seen this in previous years. We've seen years where the Steelers need help and didn't get it. We've seen years where the Steelers need help and do get it. And then we see years when the Steelers just do it on their own. So it's a mixed bag of things. But we're getting to that part of the year where you're going to have to watch some scoreboards and you're going to have to win some games first. Now, after the game, players were asked about what this means moving forward, and Cam Hayward said, look, we got to deal with this one game at a time. We can't really deal with anything else. You got to handle what's in front of you. And this is coming on the heels of a really emotional performance, if you will, coming up against having just passed against the Las Vegas Raiders, 13-10, the final score there. The 50th anniversary celebration, the Immaculate Reception. They retired Franco Harris's number 32 jersey, and a huge, huge emotional win for the team, not only because of the outcome of the game against the Raiders, not only because of the implications of keeping them alive, but because of everything surrounding that game and the emotional week that led up to that particular game on Saturday night. And Rich Walsh talked about it very, very in-depth earlier in the day for Steelers Monday during KDKA News at 6. This was a week that, honestly, it had so many twists and turns to it, so many different things you weren't expecting. And then you get to this game, and the first three quarters don't look so good.